Hi everyone, I'm Jade Kurian and I'm going to take you through all of the new functionality in our latest iOS app. We'll establish what we'll take you through. First, quality settings. We've standardized the quality settings in this app to account for the many different types of videos captured in these devices. Users are now also able to copy and move files in Pilot if you have access into multiple networks. You're also able to upload to multiple networks. We'll show you how to do that. 3D touch is available. We've expanded the capture preferences, and we have a beta edit feature. So those are the highlights. Taking a look at the app. If we go to library, we have a piece of video already in here from the library ready to send. If you click on send, you'll see the quality settings. Now the quality settings are Rush, Standard, HQ, and SHQ. And these are all varying bit rates, obviously the smallest to the largest. And some things that you want to take into consideration here. If you don't have a lot of time, you probably want more compression. If you do have more time and great bandwidth, then you probably want less compression. Other things to consider: if you have sports or a lot of action, you want to place it at the higher quality level, the higher bit rates, so that you have better quality, because that action can cause problems in the video if you compress it too much. Now, what we've done in standardizing these quality settings is that we've decided that no matter what kind of video you're putting in, and video comes in so many different combinations of resolutions, frame rates, and bit depths, latakoo's app will take that into consideration and will scale the bit rate up or down to match the quality settings that you've selected. So if you're putting in 1080p 30 frames per second, we're going to look at that differently than the 720p 30 frames per second in terms of the bit rate that you choose. We're going to give you the highest quality and the fastest upload still, and that is really our goal.
A word of warning about your camera settings. If you go to Settings, Camera, Format, since iOS 11, Apple has defaulted to high efficiency, which is good for storage. But we recommend that you set your phone to most compatible in order to work best with the latakoo. We do support H.265, which essentially is what HEVC is. However, we are having problems with some of these HEVC files.
The next item we want to discuss would be sharing features. We've really expanded the sharing capability. If you go to Pilot and you choose a story or a file that you have permissions to share, so it has to be one that you have permission to share, like this one for me, you can copy the file to another network that you have permissions to copy into. You could also move the file. You're also able to share via email. You can put an email address in. Tap there, click back, and that email address is right there. You can decide if you want that person to authenticate. We always say that takes much longer because that person does have to have an account and they have to log in. You decide if you want to allow resharing of that file. Type in a message, and then you just hit send, and it's shared successfully. You can also share through the iPhone library.
Just click on the upload icon and then on the latakoo icon. We've also integrated 3D touch.
And that's a hard press. And these options come up once you do the hard press on the latakoo icon. We have more capture preferences in settings. Click on capture preferences. and you can either shoot horizontal or vertical. This allows you to force the camera horizontal. We also have the ability to add an item code. Right here, you will see item code for those of you who have the item code workflow instituted into a certain network. Most folks are using this with Delete. If your video is going into Delete and you have item code workflow enabled, you're able to put the item code here just like you would in the latakoo Flight for Desktop app, and it would go on all the way to Delete with that item code. The next item we want to talk about is the edit function, which is still in beta, so still have a few quirks that we're still trying to iron out, including a really robust edit timeline. So let's click on that. If you want to go to videos, you can of course add videos or images, but if you go to videos, you can grab your video. So you grab 3 videos, click add, and you want to name it. What we want to talk about next is the edit feature, which is in beta. And to do that, let's go to edit. These are all your images and videos. You can pull them all up, or you can just go to videos. You grab the videos that you like and click add. You've got the videos lined up here. You put a project name in. Now this is just for photo duration. I don't have any photographs, so this wouldn't make any difference. But if you wanted to add photographs, your duration would be set here. And then click next. So after it renders, the clips are available to you. And you can click here and you can edit. So you can trim the video by grabbing the end or the beginning and just trimming it. We'll give you finer controls soon in our next version. You can also adjust your audio levels, so you can play it. That's too loud, you can turn it down, click save. And that would be the clip that you're saving now. You can go to the next one and do the same, or you can decide to leave them as is. You can add audio. You can grab a track that you already have from your library or music that you already have from your library. Click on that. Or you can add your own track by going here and clicking on the microphone. Click on that again. And you can upload, or you can trim it if you know you want to take the 3, 2, 1 out or something right at the front. But you upload it. And now that's associated as well. And they're both appearing right at the top of the video. So if you want to change that, you could click there, set slider from where you want to start the audio into the video. Maybe you want to start it in, this one in 27 seconds. Save. And you also adjust the audio, the sound here as well. So if you wanted one to be lower than the other, this is where you would do it. Click save. Now you've got one that starts immediately, one that starts 27 seconds in. If you've kind of figured out exactly how long these tracks are, they'll probably match together. Perhaps the first one's 26 seconds and the next one starts 27 seconds in, depending on what you're editing. So you've got the audio now with the video, and you're going to click save. When you do that, we're going to ask you about the export size. So let's say we're going to do 1080p. It's going to export your video at that setting. Successfully saved. That means it's saved to your library. And in order to send it, you have to go back out to your library and not stay in edit. And you can take that and now click send. So that's what the edit feature looks like. And again, we'll be improving it in the next release. In this new app, we found that some folks on iPhone 8s especially, some iPhone XS, when you rename a file, what's happening is if you upload it, if you click send and you upload it, it is creating a duplicate file in the library, causing some confusion as to which file is it. Is it the original? Is it the one I edited? Is there anything wrong with it? We don't believe there's anything wrong with the new one, the extra one that's been created, but it can be confusing. So that's a look at the latakoo flight for iOS, all the latest improvements. Again, if you see anything that we need to fix, let us know. And if you see something that you'd like us to add as a feature, also let us know. Thank you.